My requirement was to put in an export button over the search query form, which would basically build the query text and submit the query text to a custom service. So to do that, what I did is I created a component. The component has HTML include or a string, and I did use the out-of-box 3 includes, which I'm going to explain soon. Well, the first include I would like to show is query underscore form underscore buttons, which is responsible for throwing the button out there to put the button in there, and query underscore page underscore forms is responsible for putting a form, a HTML form in the background, and the form submit function is responsible for putting a JavaScript function over there with which I could validate, or I could do my custom function, or I could do what I wanted when someone clicks on the export button there. Well, let's see how the query form buttons is used. All I have done is created a button name, and I have called a custom function named submit form for export, which is included in this custom include. And then I did also included the out-of-box query form buttons, and hence you see export button first and the out-of-box remaining buttons over there, since I have included those after my export button. Now, being said that, the second thing is what happens when you click on that button. I did override the existing include, and what I did was I included all of the functions which was out of box. On top of it, what I did was I did added a function which I did called by clicking of that button, and all I did was the code, whatever is in here were all same, except that I changed the name. But then what I really did here is I did retrieve the value of search form query. All of these other functions, what they do is they build the query and build the search form query variable with the query in it. What I did is I did assign it to my custom form, which I'm going to show you how did I included that. And then all I did was do an alert. And then the custom form on the background is this. What I did is I included all of the existing forms so that the by default out of box search forms works. And then what I did is I included an additional form which basically would have an and custom service which I'm writing now. And I also have something called as query text, in which I'll pass on the query text. Combination of this could get you all of your query text being selected and then probably passed onto a custom service, and that's what I'm doing now. And let's say if you select type and security group, etc., and click on export, what happens is the out-of-box query text gets built and then gets assigned to my custom form. Well, being said that, the next video would have there would be another video which will have how do you invoke this in a service. Well, see you guys there.